Hi guys, so another video for you. In this video we're going to be exploring a heart opener called Urdhva Dhanurasana. And when we think about, working into the heart, for me I just think love, devotion, but at the same time you want to think an essence of strength as you work into the heart. So you want to make sure that you have strong arms and strong legs to go into this pose. So starting in a posture that I like to do before we go into back bends and in between them, because it helps to decompress the lower back. Knees together, feet wider than hips distance apart, and what she's feeling is just a lot of space around her sacrum right now. Now to start the posture, we're going to bring the feet hips distance apart. Good, and from here, as she brings the knees over the ankles, we've got good alignment. For some students, what tends to happen is, can you take your heels back? Yeah, the heels go too far back and the knees jut too far forward, and this can put a little bit of strain on the knees. So she's going to bring the ankle bones forward. So knees and ankles in line. Now as she does this, she starts to really energize. Bring them back just a little bit more, Star. Yeah, forward, pardon me. There we go. As she does this, she starts to really ground down through all four corners of her feet. So I want you to think the shock absorbers of your feet. Inner and outer heel, and the mound of the big toe and the mound of the pinky toe. Very active feet here. Now from here, when she's energizing through the feet, good, outer ankles in, inner arches rising, very nice. She's going to reach her arms up and overhead. And then let's work here. So as the arms go up and overhead, I'm actually going to get Star to lengthen her tailbone before we even go up into the posture. So she's going to draw the sides of the abdomen back, that's good. And you'll notice that she gets more space in the lumbar spine. Now, as the arms go up and overhead, she's going to turn her pinky fingers to face one another. And as she turns the pinky fingers in, what that does is it starts to wrap the outer upper arm. So she engages with her triceps, but also gets the shoulder blades to stand on the back. Then she's going to bend her elbows and plant her hands down by her ears. And it's very important, guys, that, when you're doing a back bend like this, you want to make sure the hair is out of the way so that your hands don't rest on the hair and you lift up with your hair. It can be, painful on the scalp. So as the elbows draw in towards the midline, if you're someone with tighter shoulders, turn your fingers out slightly. That will give you a little bit more external rotation and make it more accessible to find more space in the chest, but don't let your elbows go out, yeah? So as Star draws the elbows in, she gets the shoulder blades on the back. I'm going to put a block in between her thighs. And this just helps you to really connect with those inner groin muscles and also to stay connected to the outer thigh muscles. And now from here, Star is going to lift up into the crown of the head. What tends to happen with students is they just want to rush forward and skip this part. But it's very juicy and it's very important. So try and find it. As the elbows draw in, the inner shoulders lift up. Good. And as she lifts the inner shoulders up, she plugs her hands down. Elbows, wrist in line, just like Chaturanga. Then from here, it's like a press from Chaturanga. She's going to push into her hands and slow rise. Good. Now as she pushes into her hands, she's going to wrap the triceps, meaning the triceps come towards me and the biceps spin towards her thighs. And then what we start to find is, good, a nice bow. Now what can happen is we can sit in the lower back. So again, she's going to draw the sides of her abdomen forward and lift the pelvis up, lengthening the lower back. The block is here to assist in, firming the outer thighs in. Good, the feet are parallel towards one another. And as Star breathes into her upper thoracic, again we start to feel that the pose, the heart opener, the chest expanding, all the while connecting to the strength, outer upper arms firming in, thumb and index grounded. And what we start to explore is a nice line of energy from the navel, moving all the way down towards the inner arches of the feet, and from the sternum moving all the way down towards the thumb and index, a nice even bow. And this is really nice. Tailbone rooting, outer ankles pinning in, parallel your right foot just a little bit more, Star. That's perfect. And then from here to come out, guys, this is where we have to be careful. We don't want to slam down and you don't want to land on your neck. So to lower down, you're going to bend the elbows, and this is why that take up is so important, because we slow down, elbows in, and then it's just chin to chest, and you lower with control. Nicely done. And then from here, we'll move the block away, and once again, we'll take the knees together and the feet wider apart, and this will just give Star some room in her sacrum to assimilate the posture. Hope that was helpful.